both my grandparents, both sets of grandparents lived in Maryborough, so every holiday we would travel here. And I suppose my first experience with the City Hall was the grand building, because I came from a small town that had nothing like that. And I think one of the memories that is really in my mind is about my grandparents, both sets lived within 3 blocks of the City Hall here in the inner city. And you would hear the bells chiming all through the night, and you could lay in bed and hear them. I moved to Maryborough in my late teens, and it was a time of change in my life, finishing school and starting work. And so the things that come to mind is, as a young person, the balls. You went to the balls. The City Hall was just decked out so beautifully. The music was great. And I think the next step was the Deb balls. Not that I made my Deb here, but my daughters have. And just last year, a granddaughter did. And there's more daughters to come and granddaughters to come. And it's a lovely venue, and everyone enjoys themselves when they're at these wonderful events. One of the other things that I would say was pretty special for us was in 2005 when we had the Town Criers here. And the Town Criers were actually billeted. So we had Town Criers from Devon in England, Ilfracombe, and to be honest, they've come back 4 times to stay with us. But it was a wonderful week. It was a week when we had all these people in so many different beautiful costumes. I think there was even an Indian from the Canadian provinces. And it was just a wonderful time because the hall was used every day, whether it be to feed the Town Criers and their partners, or to have a gala night where the people who had hosted could go with them. And the Town Criers did all their crying from on the front steps out the front, and it was just a wonderful time. I think since I started volunteering, it awakened me to what is actually here in this community. And I found myself going online and checking out photos from before and what the City Hall was like before it had the clock tower on the top, and you know how small it was. The original City Hall was, which I would imagine would have been a town hall at that stage. So I've done a bit of exploring, and yes, it makes you want to learn more about it and how it was used. And I must admit, I trawled the other day trying to find, because my mother made her debut here, and I thought, maybe there's a photo somewhere. I didn't find one though, but I have a photo of her, but I just wondered, you know, there's quite a few Deb photos there that were held in the City Hall and through the years, and I thought there just may be one there, but didn't find it. We have 6 grandchildren, and out of the 6, 5 of them, one's too young at the moment, but all 5 of them have gone to blue light discos and enjoyed it. It's a good night out, it's a supervised night, and another reason to use the beautiful building that's there. When I was a young girl here, the one thing and it's been revamped and it now has the stage and everything, but I can remember it was where all the old men used to sit in town. You could get downtown, you know, by 7:30 in the morning, and those seats out the front of the City Hall facing Adelaide Street were full, and that was their meeting place. You know, it's been there, it's been used so much. Well, I've only lived in one other small town, and I think the one thing that I note is that their city councils or their town councils have moved into new modern buildings, and the old buildings are not being used as ours is. And it's constantly being used. So I think we're in a very lucky position that we've got it right in the centre of town, and it's so useful to use that centre place, and it leads off to everything else that we have in town, whether it be the gardens or even the precinct, or everything's so close you can walk.